Hey, loves. Okay, so this one is definitely about to be wild, but I was cleaning, right? And I kid you not, God was detailing me on how to explain the process, a journey with locks. Okay, like the lock journey. Okay, and I promise y'all, like it was so crazy, but I'm like, God, do you really want me to say this? So I'm gonna just get it out. In this journey, it's a lot like a lock journey, okay? And I guess maybe this is coming because, like, guys, my son has been growing out his hair for a long time. And last night, my baby cut his hair. Now, he wants more locks. He had something like his mom has. I got a mohawk. He had like a little square up there. But he wants them all over his head. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to cut it because, some of it is just going to look weird. So we finally did it last night, guys. It was emotional. But I don't know why. I guess it's because I was dealing with him and then it's just like came out of nowhere. So let's go. Okay. In your walk with Christ, it literally is like a lock journey. So first we had the Afro phase. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of tickled that like this is what I'm doing, but I'm just flowing it. We have your Afro phase to where it looks nothing like the locks that you want. It looks nothing like what you want with your hair. 9 times out of 10, some people will see you and say, oh, maybe you should cut it. What you're doing with your hair. People don't really understand the phase, but it's your Afro phase. And because you have vision to know what you want it to look like, you stick with it to get the results. This is basically allowing God to take you deeper and trusting what He's shown you. It's that vision. You know what I'm saying? Then we have the starter phase where still your hair is not looking the way that you want it to look, but you're getting little formatted locks and they may be a little short, kind of like maybe your temper, your patience, or whatever it is at that time. But it's developing. It's starting to look more like the picture that God has shown you, meaning you're not in Afro season anymore. And it's starting to look like what you want, but it's just not there yet. And this is the awkward growth phase. Then we have the full on locked up, locked tight. And this is when, first of all, we have to understand to get from here to here, it takes years sometimes. It takes a while to build. And I think this is an important phase because, guys, I have been on my journey, I want to say like 5 years. It's been a lot of trial and error, even to where you can tend to get frustrated because your journey is not looking the way that you envisioned it when you was in your Afro phase. You know what I'm saying? And this is the point where it starts to become a battle to change because I'll say it like this: you're too far to go back to your Afro stage, or most don't want to, but you're not quite at the phase that you want to be. You're in that space in between. And it can be a little rough because you've come too far to turn back now, but you know that you're not where you want to be. And it can take years to get to where you want to be. And I think that this space is important because you can either be the kind of person to, now I know they got things to, learn how to unravel your locks, but you can literally go through that undoing process, which is a long process still, meaning you can revert the whole process that you've had Some people tend to want to chop their stuff off. You can do that as well. Or you can keep going. And once you keep going, eventually you get to the phase of your locks or your growth journey to where it's looking the way that you are hoping. Now, there are many different phases after you get to a certain length that you want. But 9 times out of 10, when you really get into that phase, like you all the way locked in. Once you get to a certain phase in your walk with God, trust me, baby, you're going to be locked in. You're going to be locked in. And it's going to be something so close to you. Same with locks. And it's going to be hard to really walk away from it at this point. Anywho, I pray this bless you. I love you. More importantly, God loves you.